Ladies and goons, well, look, so, as you know, it's a little unboxing. I don't think I've seen one like this before. Alright, let's have a look and see what happened. Yeah, it's in brown paper. And even slightly more weirdly, this feels like the top of the guitar, and the label was, you can probably see the residue here where I'm gently peeling this off, was on the back. However, I would say that it's this came from Parcel Force, and so I would say that it's a bit of a hats off to them for treating it quite gently, because I would have thought that with their usual handling process it would have been shredded, to be fair. So let's have a look and see what we've got. Oh, well, oh dear, you know. You see what's happening here? Here we've got the parcel tape on the toe legs. I could not, I mean, let's face it, it might be okay, it might end up okay. That's reluctant for a start. Let me see if I can pull it off a different way. Can't recommend this method to you. Wow, why would you do that? That's just mad. And I'll probably have sticker residue to try and remove. Well, actually, as it turns out, it doesn't seem to have left a mark. It doesn't seem to have left much of a mark. No, not look at that. For goodness sake, that's. Can you tell that I'm less than pleased? Flying out, wasn't it? So yeah, so. Let's just put the tape directly onto the box. Is anybody else feeling angry for me? That is just. But like I say, as it goes, we might be okay. We might have got away with it, but that is just the craziest thing that I've seen. I mean, sending it in brown paper for a start is mad. But putting the parcel tape directly onto the box is negligence, to say the... For flip's sake. More of it. That's... Well... Alrighty, so I think that we got away with it. I've never seen anything like that. Luckily, of course, the case is pretty dusty, so the parcel tape didn't stick to it that well. What were you thinking? It's a good job it's that cheap stuff from the pound shop. Otherwise, we could have, if it had been that gorilla stuff, we'd have been in real bother. Anyway, let's have a look and see what we've got. Oh. Well. You know, I'd waited for one of these for ages. Look at that. Now we've had two. That is rather nice. But it's... I mean, the advert said it was mint. Is it mint? What do we think? Well, there's a... I don't remember that being in the description. I mean, it's only a small mark. A little bit of buckle rash on the back. But the important bits look okay. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, but a little bit of buckle rash there, little mark there. Obviously the scratch plate has been doing its job. So, that's right, the action looks a bit high, but that'll be easy to sort out. Right, okay, so it got in one piece, and luckily didn't damage the case. However, as I say, not recommended. Tell you what, let's quickly plug it in, see if it works. Well, okay. And do we get an ooh at the top? Right, that works. Well, it's going to have new strings on it anyway, so let's quickly slap it on the bench and make sure that those pickups are in fact the correct ones, and we'll have a look at the wiring. So, yeah. So, you know, the advert said something like excellent condition, and the photos clearly show everything, well, every elevation of the guitar. The string height's nonsense, quite frankly, but that is very, very easily addressed and quickly. And the pickups sound like the... Oh, I'll tell you what, let's have a quick look inside the cavity control plate. You know, just make sure everything's okay now. So, I mean, I always say this about when you're buying a second-hand guitar. I mean, quite honestly, I got caught up in the romance of it, and it's very easy to do that. When he said, and the photos don't. I mean, he didn't mention the mark on the front of the body, which is very small, but I would have mentioned it if I'd have been selling it. And he didn't mention the buckle rash on the back, which certainly should be mentioned. eBay always says, doesn't it, that you should point out any defects or flaws. And as it turns out, of course, everything in there is absolutely, totally, 100% original. So, having listened to the pickups and having looked at the wiring and the pots, I can tell just from the wiring that the pickups are correct. Dodged a bullet there, but I will be taking the pickups out and having a look at them. I won't do it now. You'll see when I come to review. You'll see the photos on the you know, in the background. But you know, caveat emptor. If you're buying a second-hand guitar, just be careful who you're buying from. I could have dropped a real clanger there, and especially with the thing coming wrapped in brown paper only with parcel tape on the actual toe legs. Again, luckily it was that cheap stuff from the quid shop, so no real. So it actually didn't even leave any residue, but it could easily have done, and you could have ended up with a big disappointment. I mean, certainly it doesn't play well at all because the action is about an inch off the fretboard, but that will, as I say, be easily addressed. So yeah, just be careful. Just be careful who you're buying from. Okay, and with all that said, I shall bid you a fond farewell. It's Thursday today, and I am going to put this up now because some of you might be buying guitars for Christmas presents, and I just want to give you a little caveat emptor. Be careful who you're buying from. Okie dokie, folks. I'll see you all soon. Take care. Adios, amigos.